I have my driver's steps. They're properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts. There's no bends, cracks, or any illegal welds. And they're always clean. I have my fuel tank. It is properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts. There's no cracks or leaks. The straps are on secure. Cap is on tight. And my wires are secured. And my hoses have no cuts or leaks on them. I have my battery box and cover. It is properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts. There's no bends, cracks, or any illegal walls on the cover. The battery caps are present. The cell connections are tight. There's fluid level's been checked, and there's no corrosion. Next, I have my air tank. It's properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts. There's no bends, cracks, or any leaks. And the hoses have no cuts or leaks. And the fittings are tight and secured. I have my 3 lines. I have my electrical line, I have my emergency line, and I have my service line. They're all properly mounted with no loose or missing bolts. They're connected to the tractor. And my hoses have no cuts, no leaks. They're not dangled, torn, frayed, and they're not dragging around the exhaust system. And they're properly connected to the glad hands with no leaks. I have my tractor frame and cross member. It is properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts, no bends, cracks, or any illegal welds, and no extra holes. I have my catwalk. It is properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts, no bends, cracks, or any illegal welds, and always clean. Underneath your catwalk, you have your air dryer. It is properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts. There's no cracks or leaks. The hoses have no cuts or leaks, and my fittings are tight and secure. I have my drive shaft. It's properly mounted. There's no loose or missing bolts. There's no bends, cracks, or any illegal welds.